Hey, okay, fishermen, we're going to talk here just a little bit of making sure your hooks are good and sharp. Before I tie most all my flies, I make sure that I have a good hook that is sharp. And there's all types of hooks on the market today. There's pre-sharpened hooks. Some of those hooks cost you $1 or $2 a piece. And I'd just like you to know that I'm still back in where I can't afford that kind of hooks to make all the flies that I need to make and use. So a standard saltwater hook, stainless steel hook, can be made to run itself through your thumbnail if you have to, and stick in bones and little crevices like that. And I'll tell you, it's very, very important to have a sharp hook. There's a lot of mouths of fish that bite down and crush other fish that have very sharp bones in them. And to protect that fish's mouth, those bones are made so they don't penetrate and ruin a fish or injure the fish itself. If your hook is not sharp, that hook is not going to stick in that fish in any particular place. So a sharp hook is probably the most important thing in tying a fly. At least it is when I go fishing. I make sure all my hooks or points are sharp. We have files around that you can use. This is a fine file. It's made by Andy Renzetti, the same fellow that makes the vices, and it's called the Clouser hook file. I certainly recommend it because it's a file that I use to keep my hook sharp when I decide to tie a fly. And a hook sharp will actually hook you, and you'll be able to land more fish than you did with a dull hook. And if you make just 3 swipes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, you should be able to take that hook and stick it in your thumbnail itself. And it's a tent-shaped figurine where you lay the vise or the file on the one outer side of the hook first, and you push 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I think you can probably hear the grinding of the file as it grinds away the metal on the hook. And I'm going to lay it on this side, do the same thing. Tilt it, 2, 3. And somehow, if I turn this, you might be able to see the light glinting on those points. Okay, now I'm going to take it out of the vise. Okay, we're going to give it the test where there it is. It's sticking right in that thumbnail.